thoughts are too big. Can I get some comfort, please? I guess I should have been honest. It breaks in my heart. It's weighing me down, baby. I'm like a river that's overflowed. The sooner you know it, the less do we hurt. Let me speak the truth. I know you don't wanna face it. You think it's too late, but I can see past the rain. Won't you lay it on me? Turn the page and burn it. Let's make up a big bonfire on the beach with the stars as our lighters, and throw our problems in the flame.
Wow, golly gosh, where do I even begin? Probably with Happy New Year. It is 2023, January the 1st when I'm filming this, and of course I always just need to get myself comfortable, so perfect. So everybody, Happy New Year. When you guys will be seeing this, it will be the first week of January. It will be the 8th of January. So how has your January been so far? How has your week been? As I'm filming this, I've had a lovely January the 1st. I have just enjoyed my time, I've reflected, I've had a nice bath, and I've had a really, really lovely morning. I've just taken things really slowly, had a lovely breakfast, took my time, journal, read, and that's what I wanted for the 1st of January. I didn't want it to be like, right, okay, I'm going to declutter everything, I'm going to tidy up everything, I'm going to clean, blah, blah, blah. Because I worked yesterday, which was the 31st of December, I didn't want today to be all mad rush and here, there and everywhere. We've still got our Christmas decorations up. They are coming down next weekend. So when you see this video, the Christmas decks will all be down, which is so sad because I love the tree in my reading room. Anyway, I'm rambling already. We haven't even started. So grab yourselves a big drink, get some snacks, because this is going to be a long video, because this video is going to be my 2023 goals, yearly goals, 2022 reflections, and January goals, and most importantly my finance goals. Finance is going to be a massive thing for 2023. I feel like I have matured now, I have grown up, and I want it to be a really good year financially. So without further ado, like I said, get a drink and let's jump into the yearly and monthly reset 2023. So the first thing I'm going to do is reflect on 2022. Now in my bullet journal I have got my old yearly goals for 2022. Now 2022 was a great year. Obviously George and I moved into our first home, but it started off with us in boxes, moving. We left our old house at the end of January 2022. We then lived with my aunt and slept in her dining room for 3 months, so while we were waiting for solicitors and everyone to sort themselves out. And then we moved into here and we got the keys in April, which was so great. In fact, we got the keys right before the estate agents closed, so it was quite stressful, but we got the keys. We moved in at the end of April, beginning of May, and we've been making this house our own, like doing little bits here, doing things in the garden, making my reading room just the room I've always wanted, like a reading room. It's what I've envisaged like for years, and I couldn't have done any of this without the support and guidance from God and, you know, our Heavenly Father. I know some people might not be religious or, you know, might think this is all mumbo jumbo, but he really delivered. When we were looking at houses, he knew that this was the house for us, and everything kind of all fell into place. I've got a reading room, everything that I've ever asked him for he has provided, and I fully believe that he has been with us throughout the whole journey, where when I have been really upset with him, when I've not wanted to talk to him, or you know, he's always been there and he has always come through for us. So he is the main person that I thank every single day, that I show gratitude towards every single day, because without him, like, I firmly believe that this wouldn't have happened. I also obviously firmly believe that none of this would have been possible for my wonderful family and our wonderful friends, whether they have supported us financially, physically, or just mentally. We are so eternally grateful, and without them this wouldn't have happened. So I just wanted to point that out there and then. But some of the goals for 2022 I did achieve and some I didn't achieve, purely because even though we moved into our own home, which was incredible, I couldn't really set yearly goals because I didn't really know what we were going to be doing, or whether we were going to be in a house or out of a house. It was a bit like up in the air. But I still made a few little goals I could realistically do for myself. So number one was to enjoy and prepare healthy and nutritious meals, which for the most part of 2022 I did. I want to continue that into 2023, which I will go through those goals with you shortly. But no, 2022 I was the healthiest I've ever been, I was the fittest that I've ever been. I went to the gym, I did yoga, I cycled to and from work. It's been great, and for the first time in my whole adult life, when I went to my work's Christmas party, I felt amazing. And when I looked in the mirror, I thought I looked amazing, and I've never ever felt like that before. So that was fantastic. The next goal was to have at least £50 savings at the end of each month. Sometimes I did achieve that and sometimes I didn't. I didn't start this until probably June or July, when I discovered the cash stuffing system. So sometimes I would have that in my savings, sometimes I didn't. I've discovered finance, I've discovered Dave Ramsey. If any of you have heard of Dave Ramsey, I have discovered him. He is amazing, I love him. He's really wise and knowledgeable with money. Again, when I read my Bible, it teaches you about, you know, greed and intentional spending, you know, not intentional spending per se, but greed mainly, you know, things like that. So I obviously want to take that forward, saving more money in 2023, but for the most part in 2022 I was learning, I'm still learning, and I think they should teach basic finances in school. Like, who needs to know about pi? Do you know what I mean? The next one was to have paid off what we owe, which we owe my mum and stepdad some money. They lent us some money when we moved in, and we are pretty much paid off. We have got a little bit of money left owing to them, which by April that will have gone. So yeah, that is absolutely fine. We are way over half of what we owe them. We only owe them like hardly anything now, so that's really good. To have organised the shed and moved things into the loft, which, yes, I can tick that. Our garden shed, when we first moved in, we stored everything in there and it was a massive mess, but now I can quite happily say it's really organised. It's only got Christmas things in there, but they will all go by next weekend up into the loft. And yeah, it's really good. Everything is all organised and sorted, so I can tick that one off. The next one was to be the fittest and strongest I have been, which, yes, like I mentioned about my Wex Christmas party and going to the gym, I have ticked that one off because I truly felt that I have been the fittest and healthiest that I have ever been in my adult life, which is incredible. But I do want to continue that into 2023 because I definitely feel over the last couple of months I've lapsed slightly, so I want to continue that. And the final one was to have £500 saved towards any future house updates, which I have not ticked this one, purely because I discovered the cash stuffing system. I discovered basic finance, budgeting, saving, investing, and I don't mean saving in like the stock market or anything like that, because it's very scary. That's scary to me. Or, you know, I'm starting small, and I'm starting by just saving my money to start with, not impulse buying anymore, and just being more frugal with my money and putting it to things that I actually want in the future, in the big future, which is what we're going to move into. So reflecting back on 2022, like I have mentioned, has been just the most incredible year. There have been lots and lots and lots of highs, very minimal lows. The only lows that have been is just the frustrating part of waiting to move into here, slightly overwhelmed feeling about, oh my gosh, look at what we're going to do and create. But I'm a very well organised person. I pride myself on being organised. I love being organised, and I feel that I have really, with the help of George, of course, and Arthi, we have created our lovely home into our home, and I love being here. In fact, I hate leaving. If we have to go out for the day or go here, there, or everywhere, I don't like it. I want to be back home in this reading room, sat with my journals and reading, and yeah, I just don't ever want to leave. So I'm so grateful for 2022, meeting new friends, starting being in a job that I love. I just feel so blessed and so grateful, and I just want to pass that on to any of you guys, whether you believe the law of attraction, the secret, whether you believe, you know, in another being, or whether it's God, whether you're a Christian like I am. You know, I pray to God every day. I have my prayer journal. I thank him. The first thing I do is thank him for everything that I currently have. Thank him for all the work that he's doing in my life, for the guidance he's given me, for the support he's given me. You know, then it's gratitude, being grateful for whatever you have right now. There's always something to be grateful for. Even if you're really struggling right now, there's just one thing you've got to be grateful for. You know, you're alive. Every day is a new day. You can start again. And then my last thing is I pray. So whether I pray for myself, for him to guide me and give me more wisdom, whether I pray for somebody else, or, you know, anyone, I just always pray for somebody in my journal every single day. And yeah, I think that's the end of reflections of 2022 and going through the 2022 goals. So the next part is the 2023 goals, which I've written down in here. Here they all are. I've got more financial goals than I have personal goals, but I have added one more personal goal. I've also written all of these out and stuck them on my vision board, which you will have seen, which I will go through my vision board as well. So the 2023 goals, so we're going to start with the personal ones. So eat more fresh food and less processed food. And what I mean by that is I always opt for snack bars, which are not necessarily unhealthy, but I want to kind of opt for more like carrot sticks and hummus or fruit or things like that, and just cook more fresh than, you know, popping something in the oven. I'm not saying that that's wrong, but sometimes I will do that because sometimes I'm exhausted and it's just the easiest thing to do. But for the most part, I want to focus on eating more fresh food and less processed food. The next one is to stop saying sorry. Now, I say sorry more times than I can count. George is always telling me off for saying sorry, and, you know, why are you saying sorry for? And I think it's just such an easy word to say when I might feel awkward or uncomfortable. I just go, oh, sorry, or, you know, I always say sorry. So in 2023, I'm going to stop saying sorry, instead to say other things and try my really hardest not to say sorry. Number 3 is to learn at least one new skill by the end of 2023. So I want to definitely start learning calligraphy. I love writing in my journals, as you'll have seen, so I found some free videos on YouTube that I'm going to watch and really practice my calligraphy skills. So if any of you are interested in pen pals, then let me know, because I'd love to practice my calligraphy with you. I want to learn a new piano piece. So I've learned the first movement of Moonlight Sonata by Beethoven. I'd really like to learn the second movement or a new piece entirely. So that's another thing I'd like to do. The final one that I'd like to either look into or learn is British Sign Language. Where I work in an optician's, but we also deal with hearing care as well. And we have a couple of patients who are completely deaf, and I think it's a really nice skill to have in general. I know some very, very basics like, hello, my name is Hannah, how are you? I'm good, thank you, and good morning. I also know Happy Christmas. So I'd really like to increase my skills with British Sign Language, and just so that I've got it under my belt, I can use it at work, and it's just something nice. It's like learning a new language. I just think people will appreciate it, and you know, it would just be nice for somebody else to know that you've actually given a damn about them, really. So yeah, that's the next one. The next goal is to make a conscious effort to meet up with friends and family. In 2022, we had people come to visit us a lot, but we didn't really go and visit other people. We were settling in here and getting things organised and getting a schedule and just sorting our lives out, basically. But now that we're settled here, 2023 we'll be able to make more effort to go and visit people, providing the trains are not on strike, which they have been a lot lately, and providing it's not like £500 to go across the road to someone, do you know what I mean? But making more of a conscious effort. I'm making excuses, which I should not do. The final goal that I added for the personal goals, which I've put on my vision board, and it's to do something new for me. So in town they have like a beauty store, so I'd probably really like to go and have a facial. I'd like to go and get a massage somewhere, and they also have red light therapy sessions in town as well, so I'd really like to do one of those. So tick that off my list. I don't intend on doing that every month because they're expensive, but to do at least each of those things once throughout the year would be really nice. So, and that's something for me, so I really like that. And they are the 2023 personal goals. So now we're going to move on to the 2023 financial goals. Please pause the video and grab a snack, grab a drink, because I know I am talking a lot. So I'm going to have a sip of my peppermint tea. So the financial goals for 2023 are really big for me. I'm really passionate about it now. I'm really excited about saving and everything like that. So I've also, in my money wallet here, we do have a safe. It's very secure. We keep it locked away. So yeah, it's safe. But I've also changed the stickers on here, so I've put brand new stickers on, really thought about what I want to be saving for, and I'm going to go through these with you, my main savings, and just not talk about how much I want to save, but just what I'm saving for. So the first big financial goal is to pay back what we owe. That is the top priority. I want to pay that off by April of 2023, and I'm pretty certain we're going to be able to smash that. So that is top priority. The second one is to be more mindful with money and to have little money goals each month, and just to focus on what I want to save and put my money towards, instead of just frivolously spending money on things I don't want. I mean, my Amazon wish list is forever growing. I put things in the basket and think, oh, it's only £20, let me buy that, and then I don't buy it. I stop myself and I think, what could that £20 go towards? Could I ask for Amazon vouchers for birthdays or Christmases instead of just using my money to spend it? If I have extra money at the end of the month, which we will go on to because I'm going to do a challenge in January, if I have extra money then I may allow myself to buy X, Y or Z from Amazon. Number 3 is to have our raised beds and produce organised. I've been wanting my raised beds ever since we've moved in, and I keep telling my aunts that I want my raised beds. So 2023, I'm going to have my raised beds, and by the end of this year, I'm going to be able to sit down and show you all what I've been growing. So that is my main thing. I want to buy things and bulbs and really pay good attention with my garden and really nurture it this year. The next one is to have purchased our new front door and door curtains. So the current front door that we've got is a wooden door. It lets in quite a lot of draft, but also quite a lot of damp and mould. So it's no point buying a door now because we're just slowly coming out of the winter season, so it's not going to be much of an issue in spring summer. But by the end of 2023, I want to have had or got my money saved to be able to buy a new front door and a door curtain. There is a budget in mind. They are quite expensive doors. You wouldn't think it, but it's probably going to cost us in total, including the door curtain and the pole, everything, all the fittings and fixtures, probably around £1,600, which is a lot of money. And because I'm on a part-time wage, so it's a lot of money to save up. However, I will do it. I might not be able to buy a new front door in December, but I might be able to buy one in January 2024. So regardless, I don't care how long it takes, but by the end of 2023, I'll have got a really good chunk of that money all set aside, ready for our new front door and door curtain, and I'm very excited about that. The next one is to have money saved by the end of the year. So I want to have a little pot of money set aside as an emergency fund, what I can afford to save. I'm not going to go crazy and think, right, okay, I'm going to save £100 every month, because sometimes that's not attainable to me. Like I said, I'm on a part-time wage. I don't get a lot of money. So, you know, being realistic, if I can put £10 aside one month and then £100 aside another month, I just want to be more mindful with my savings and have savings at the end of 2023. And the final financial goal is to be intentional with spending and no impulse, which links with one of the other goals. But I've got a little challenge that I'm setting myself in January. So we will flip over to the January goals, but the financial side of it for 2023 is really, really major. And I've got so I've got my big house saving folder here, which is I'm going to put money into envelopes each month, and that's going to be for the new front door and door curtain. And then once we've bought that, then I will take off the bottom sticker here and replace it with a different sticker of something else we want to save up for the house. But in my money wallet, we have got I've got Christmas 2023 savings, so I'm going to start putting money towards Christmas to one side. Arthi essentials, but I have him all the time because he's our little baby. Mortgage savings. Now I want to start putting money aside for our mortgage for when our renewal comes to an end in 3 or 4 years time. We want to be able to have a lump sum of money that we can give to our mortgage broker and say, okay, we have this much money saved that can be taken off the mortgage, you know, and try and kind of like bargain with a new deal with that. Then sorry about that, my camera just decided to turn off. So I've just transferred some footage over anyway, so that's okay. So we were talking about my little money wallet. So birthdays 2023. Now this is for birthday cards, events, taking, you know, presents, gifts, anything like that. That is what that folder is for, because I was setting money aside for so-and-so's birthday, dad's birthday, mum's birthday, and I thought if I just combine all of them together and just save a lump sum, and then I can just use it where I can, you know. So I'm just going to keep saving for that. And yeah, we have quite a few birthdays, including my little niece's first birthday. So yeah, I'm just going to keep putting money aside for that. Then I've got money for me, so whether I need a new skincare product, whether I have seen something out and I want to treat myself, which doesn't usually happen, but also if I want to save up to one of those little goals that I've got up there, whether I want to treat myself to a facial or have a massage or that red light therapy. So that little pocket is for me. Now when it comes to, say, putting money aside for me, I might do that every month, I might not. I might put little bits here and there, but that's not at the top priority of my savings goal. Then I've got socialising, so this includes anything like going for coffee and cake with my aunt, whether I'm going out for a coffee with a friend, anything like that, dinner with George and I, anything like that, that's what socialising is going under as. And then the final one that I've got in here is house maintenance, so anything I want to get for the garden, mini house things like the windows want cleaning, then I'm going to put some money aside for there as well, and I'll just keep that topped up little bits here and there. So they are my actual money wallet and financial and savings tips in there. And then we are moving on into the January 2023 goals. So we have got 7 goals for the month of January, and obviously at the end of January, beginning of February, we will reflect on these ones and get ready to reset for February, which is very, very exciting. So the first goal for January is to have a no spend month, essentials only, no impulse spending, which I mentioned I'm going to do a challenge for myself. So when I mean about that is not buying anything I don't need. So say like I really want to get a bath bomb or bath salts, or I've seen a cute top or things that I don't need. I'm going to do a no spend month in January and see how much money I've saved at the end for February. So that is really, really exciting. The next one is to practice calligraphy every day or when I'm off work. Like I mentioned, I found a couple of YouTube videos on my computer, so I'll be able to practice calligraphy, and if any of you want to write to me, then we can practice calligraphy together. The next one is to look into learning British Sign Language. So I want to do a bit of research. There are a few videos on YouTube as well. So again, I'm going to set time aside to learn British Sign Language as well. Number 4 is to get back into healthy eating and weight loss. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I have kind of lapsed with the healthy eating side of things. Arthi wants to come up. There you go, Arthi. Not lapsed entirely, but just been a lot more relaxed since like end of October, November time, and I don't want to go backwards. I want to go forwards. I want to get my health up there. I want to eat good, nutritious, wholesome food, and I want to enjoy it. So that is a big goal for January. The next one is to have time for me, where I just sit and I read and I journal and I just take time out just for me. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant, whether I take myself for a walk or a bike ride. Just do one thing for me in January. Number 6 is to get into an exercise routine, and I don't mean going back to the gym and doing a massive 1 hour, 2 hour workout. I've got some really good workouts that I found again on YouTube, some 10-minute HIIT workout or 10-minute yoga, which I really enjoy, so I want to get back into those because I really, really did find them very beneficial. And the 7th one and the final goal for January is to enjoy the simple joys of each day. And that's everything, which includes a cup of tea, watching your favourite show, reading a favourite book, but doing one thing every single day that's just the simple joys in life. And that is my 2023 goals, 2022 reflections, and my January goals, including my finances. Arthi, what do we make of all this? He's slightly bored. So yeah, what do you all think? Do you have any New Year's resolutions or goals? What do you call them? Leave them in the comments section down below and we can connect together. If you are new to my YouTube channel, then welcome. I really hope you enjoy it here. I share my love and fascination of traditional homemaking, 1930s to 1950s style living, and just simple living, and then there's also lifestyle and goals and finance thrown in there as well. So I really, really hope you enjoy it. Please do remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the notification bell, then you'll never miss a video and you'll always be notified. And remember to give it a thumbs up, as it means a lot to me and shows me that you are enjoying my videos. And I will see all of you in next week's video. Bye!